Welcome to the exPEERience podcast, where we share our experiences and our perspectives on this thing called life with you guys, our peers. I'm Marquita.
And I'm Brittany. And today, since it is Women's Month, and we wanted to celebrate women and some of the women in our lives, so we brought on two of our close friends, Sierra and Ikea.
And basically today what we're going to be doing is we're going to just show you guys like little clips from the original podcast that we did in order to celebrate our friends, let you guys get to know them a little bit better, and as well as some of their opinions on, I guess you want to call it, some issues that might be going on in the world in regards to women. But before we get started, Brittany, do you want to kind of talk about why Women's Month, why we decided to make a podcast celebrating women?
I just feel like it's really important to highlight some of the things that women experience in this physical body. I felt like it was important for us to celebrate each other, uplift each other, and, just have a moment to really just celebrate women. Really, that was the purpose of us doing this podcast today, and even referencing the podcast that we did with Ikea and Sierra. Ooh, sorry. But yeah, so I just wanted us to celebrate women, uplift women, hear from other women about their lives and their own personal experiences, and hopefully other women can relate to that, and share those experiences within their women group. So.
And what's interesting about like the group of women that are going to be speaking today is, like we're all like kind of like from different walks of life. I guess if you want to say that, like we're all, like doing different things. We might have different interests. So, I think it's also pretty interesting to see throughout the podcast, kind of like how, even though we all are women, we kind of have our different opinions on like certain topics. So
Absolutely. I agree.
we hope you guys enjoy it. And first up is going to be Ikea.
Ikea, you want to share anything about yourself, what you do?
Sure. I'm a QC analyst too. I don't really do too much, but like process samples. But
is that like quality control?
Quality control, yes. QC is quality control. We are currently working with the vaccine.
Oh God. I'm playing.
They pay good, but I'm not doing nothing too much right now. Yeah, that's it. That's it. My recent challenge would be making more money. I don't have like that.
Do you feel like
extra income coming in? So,
but do you feel like that's specific to you as a woman?
Yeah, because I'm single. And I don't have like, you know what I'm saying, like a male figure to help me with the bills and everything. So I look for extra income. And I don't have that right now.
Okay.
So that's my challenge right now. It's extra income. And it's hard finding like an extra income.
Got you.
I hustle, but I don't have a hustle right now.
Okay.
I don't have that type of experience, so I really can't really. But I do see like this generation, it's a little bit better.
I think so.
Because our generation, a lot of us didn't have like father figures. So now that even if they have kids, a lot of fathers are more involved in their kids' lives. So, yeah. But that's only from like me seeing. I don't have that personal experience.
Especially when we bring it home a deacon as well. So
yeah, if you bring it home the same amount, then you should be 50-50. But if not, if somebody doing more, then yeah, you should definitely do like 60-40, 70-30, whatever works for y'all. You happy with it. It's what you happy with. You know what I'm saying? If you feel like you need more, then you know what I'm saying, you fight for more. But right now, if you're happy with that, be happy with it. It's what you're happy with. Like life is about what you're happy with. I could be making $1. I could be making $1 an hour. If I'm happy with it, that's fine. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so Brittany, if you were to describe Ikea, how would you highlight some of her positive attributes?
I would definitely say that she's like a problem solver. Like if you come to her and you have some sort of issue, she's going to try to help you resolve that issue. She's going to try to find some type of solution. And while she's doing that, she's going to try to make sure that, you know, like you're calm and you see the positive in the situation. At least that's how it is with me. I know I've come to her about many things, and she's been able to like I might be a little like freaking out about it, but she'll be like, you know, it's okay, like it's fine. This is how it can be handled, whatever. And like if it's something that I might feel like is negative, she'll bring the positive of the situation. I feel like she is definitely someone that has like some balance to her. It's probably because she's a Libra. I'm sure it's because of her experiences in life and things of that sort. And I know that she's driven and motivated, like she wants to be successful and, you know, have money and things like that. So, yeah.
Yeah, I definitely. Are you finished?
Yeah, I'm done.
Yeah, I definitely agree about the whole motivated thing. I really feel like she is driven. Like she's not the type of person that's gonna wait around for it to come to her. Like she's gonna go get it and, you know, kind of like create the type of life that she wants. Like she's not gonna, you know, wait around for somebody to come around and, you know, provide that for her. So that's always a good thing. I feel like a lot of our friends are like that though.
Absolutely.
And another thing about Ikea, I would say, she's very like, she's open-minded, you know, like in a sense of like when you are like, she tries to get you to see both sides. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like she plays like devil's advocate, which I feel like is good, you know, to have as a friend, because you don't really want, you know, someone that's always constantly, you know, agreeing with you. She kind of like gets you to see both sides, and she's not really that quick to judge, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But okay, well, anything else you want to add?
No, I think I definitely feel like she has good energy. She's intuitive and she is fun to be around. So yeah, it's nice to highlight my friends.
Okay, well, next up we have Sierra.
Hey, Sierra. What I do?
Yes.
I am a nurse, a registered nurse.
You're a mama.
I am a mom.
Anything else you want to share? This powerful woman.
Who, me?
Yeah. That's about it.
I mean, yeah.
Okay. What about you?
A side hustle.
No, right now I'm just trying to balance. My challenge has always been my balance, trying to balance every aspect of my life.
Feel about like gender roles? Do you feel like it should be like 50-50? Do you feel like no? Okay. Ooh. So please enlighten us.
Please enlighten us.
So I feel like it should be whatever works for you in your household.
Oh, okay. Yes, I agree with that.
My ideal household, I don't want to financially be responsible for half of everything.
Okay. So you want the man to be the person that's providing, basically. Like
no, because I mean I go to work every day, so it's no reason that he should have to pay everything when I'm bringing home what he's bringing home. Okay. So that's not what I'm saying, but I mean I also feel like there has to be I feel like there has to be it's not really fair because you want me to bring home 50%, but you don't clean. You don't make doctor's appointments. You don't take the kids to doctor's appointments. You don't do other things that I do. So I feel like,
bare minimum.
Right. Give me more money. But that's what I said. I don't think it has to be stuck to like 50-50, 70-30. It's like whatever works for you guys at that time. Like
right. Yeah, I feel that.
Yeah. Or
like you could contribute.
Yeah. Or like if he better at cleaning and you better at cooking, then you cook and he clean, or you vice versa. Like it shouldn't be like we should be done with those traditional gender roles. I don't think I will say Black women. I don't think Black women hold men accountable for the type of person they expect. Like a lot of single moms feel like I can do it by myself. I don't need you. I can do it by myself. I don't need you. And honestly, that's kind of like letting them off the hook, so they are not responsible. And yeah, I was just having this conversation with one of my friends. I just felt like when you want to be superwoman, and you don't want help or you don't require help, because to me, I'm like, I mean, anybody can say, oh, your children's dad or whatever, he's different, he's this, but I feel like, I had to raise him a little bit. Like, I expected certain things from him, and it was like, you gonna give me what I need, because I didn't have these kids by myself.
Yeah.
And we had to be equal partners. I understand that some Black men, I don't know, they just need a little bit of, I don't know, sometimes they just don't step up to the plate, but I feel like a lot of times it's us letting them off the hook.
I agree with that. So Marquita, is there anything that you want to share about Ciara? Any positive attributes that you feel she has as a woman?
Yeah, so I would say that she's very humble. She's blessed, right? Like she has a great family, a great job, great financial situation, but I feel like she's really good at being humble and grateful for what she has rather than the opposite. She's beautiful, obviously. She's really smart. And yeah, I like the fact that she's honest. If you ask her your opinion, she's gonna give you the honest truth, no whether it hurts your feelings or not. And so, yeah. What about you?
I agree. She is not one to hold her tongue about something. If she feels that way, then that's how she feel. I feel like she's a really great mom, and she's very family oriented, and she takes her family serious. She has a really close relationship with her mother. And I think that she's another one that's really motivated and dedicated. Like, if she has a goal, she's going to make sure it gets accomplished. Oh, excuse me. I was eating Rita's. Anyway, so that's definitely something else I feel like is a positive attribute of Ciara. And she's just a ride or die, and she'll be there for you. She'll be supportive for the most part. And yeah. That's
Okay.
Anything else you want to add?
No. Yeah, no. So moving on. Next up is the one and only Brittany.
Oh, I guess I don't want to talk about myself.
Go ahead.
Let's see. I'm a mama. I'm an author. I do energy healing, Reiki. I do a lot of things, honestly, just keep myself busy. That's really it. I don't want to talk about all of gazillion things I do because it's too damn much.
No, you're fine. Where can they find your book?
Oh, we'll do that on another podcast, but millennial.com. I don't want to get into it too much. I feel like I have the challenge of trying to make more money because I am I'm the breadwinner of my household. I'm a single mom. I do everything. But I feel like us as women, we kind of just keep ourselves occupied, and we're always trying to figure out ways to I don't know, just empower our household, empower ourselves. And just to go back to what Ikea was saying, as far as making more money, even in my field, I feel like I could be making more, even though I'm making a significant amount and I just got promoted. I still feel like,
congratulations.
Yeah.
Thank you. I still feel like, no, I'm saying I feel like us as women, we in our fields, it's harder to make more money because I'm in a male dominant field, accounting. So, excuse me. So because of that, I feel like it's always you know, I'm in competition with men. You know, I'm in meetings with a lot of men, and it's just been like that for my whole career. And then when it comes to Sierra, as far as like balance, like I feel like I'm always trying to balance my home life and my work life and trying to do stuff for myself and all of that. So it's really challenging sometimes in that aspect as being a woman. Me personally, I feel like at the end of the day, you do what you want with your vagina. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't feel like if you have intercourse with multiple men, that deems you as anything but a person that's having intercourse.
If you're single.
If you're single. If you're in a relationship, for me personally.
Relationship, or if you're in a whatever.
Yeah, because I mean, some people have like open relationships and they just, you know, they have agreements on whatever they feel is good for them. But me personally, I don't do the open relationship thing. But I feel like no woman should be like, oh, I can't have sex. I can't be open about any of that because, you know, how the fuck am I going to let a man, someone that has a penis, tell me what I can do with my vagina? That's crazy. You know, like even the whole body count thing. Why are we talking about what I do with my body? You know, like why is that a whole issue? Why are people, oh, if you have a low body count, that means this, that, and the third, and you haven't been touched. And, you know, just the constant thing of men feeling like they can control how women use their body and what they do and who they do it with. No, I can whoever I want, period. And there's nothing that you can do about that. You know what I'm saying? As long as I wake up in the morning and look at myself and feel okay, all right, that's that. You know, that's how I feel about it. I don't care about what these niggas be out here talking about. Oh, we might have to cut it. I'm just saying, I feel like men be feeling so strongly, like, oh, you can't be doing this. Like, I look at you like an angel. That's what someone told me one time. I ain't gonna say who specifically, but yeah, you haven't been touched. That's how he wanted to look at me. I said, you must don't fucking know. Whew. Cause
lady in the streets for the freak of the sheep. Go ahead, Brittany.
Shut up. I'm not saying, you know, I'll just be out here doing whatever, but you know, I like to enjoy myself. I enjoy sex. And there's nothing wrong with that. And women shouldn't feel, you know, any type of way about enjoying that at all. Because of something that been projected on them because of a man, an insecure and egotistical one at that. Boom. I think I disagree a little bit. I'm not gonna lie.
You want to name drop? So I'm joking. I switched your other podcast. Yeah, I didn't want to name drop.
I feel like women and men be on social media just bashing each other. Honestly, I feel like, you know, it's just like a mixture of both. Like I feel like there's women on there that be like, oh, niggas ain't shit, but then there's men on there that be like, women ain't shit. And then it's honestly just always like a back and forth thing. It's never like, you know, I see sometimes where it's like, oh, let's take a moment to uplift this queens and uplift men, and you know,
really not what social media is about.
Yeah, so it's like it's kind of like the platform is to kind of create division, in my opinion. So, you know, you're gonna see both of them. I don't feel like it's just men on there bashing women. I feel like it's both, and I feel like we do let them off the hook. I feel like it's a lot of babying, it's a lot of, you know, coddling, and we take the role as the mother when we're mothering ourselves. You know what I'm saying? Like we're always mothering ourselves. We're always, you know, mothering our children. And then we add the element of men into it and we're mothering them. And it's just like, it's a lot. It's really a lot. And, you know, it's like, we really do have to step up in that regard and like demand, help demand for them to step up, just continuously putting it in their face. Like, look, I need this from you. I need you to do bop, bop, bop. No letting them off the hook, you know, whatever you got to do to whatever, like child support or whatever is put in place. And I'm saying that for myself. Whatever assistance you need, that's what you got to do.
Okay, so how would I describe Brittany? I would say that, you know, she's an explorer. I feel like even when it comes to like your life goals and your career, you kind of dab into like a lot of different things, like a lot of different creative things to kind of just, you know, see what you would enjoy doing. And then you take those things and you put them out there in the world and you share them with people. Another thing is that you're a really good friend. You might not always get along with your friends, but you know, you are very caring and you do your best to, you know, be supportive and help them out if they're having like issues and stuff like that. Sometimes you do it a lot and you deal with a lot with some of your friends, but you know, still a good thing. And for the last thing, I guess it just kind of go into like, I feel like you have a big heart. And I feel like a lot of the times, like that's why you do like express yourself emotionally, but just to, you know, be able to have that ability to be emotional and to care is like, to me, what I think is very important in being a woman and a good friend. So
Thank
yeah,
you.
that's how I would describe Brittany.
You know, I agree with all of those things. Hold on, let me get my mic. And to add on to that, Sayna, no, I really just try to be like a supportive person. I try to just embody my grandmother. She was the most important woman in my life, and I grew up just seeing how she carried herself, how much she helped people. And she was just like an energizer bunny, and she just was there for everybody. And I feel like I just embody everything that she was, and I just carry on that legacy as a woman to this day. Like, it's nothing. It's like, no. But now we are going to be hearing from the lovely Marquita.
I'm a student. I'm studying psychology. I'm working with homeless youth right now. I'm also working on a book and this podcast.
Marquita.
Okay. Well, my challenge isn't really going to be like something that I've recently dealt with. It's kind of like a conversation that I had with someone a little while ago. It was a man and, you know, someone that I will say I have a lot of respect for. And, we just would be sitting there talking on the phone. And one day I was asking him a question about his religion. I was asking him why women had to cover themselves, but men didn't. And it's fine, if that is the way of your religion. I totally respected it. But his reasoning was kind of what threw me off a little bit. So he said because women were made to be attractive, right? And implying that men aren't. So that was the first issue I had, because women are attracted to men, right? And he told me specifically the butt and the boobs and the hips, right? And so he told me that these parts of the body were specifically made to attract a male.
Oh, gosh.
Now, you like, so you have like, you have like animalistic like mating and all that stuff, but in reality, we have hips to bear children. Mm-hmm. We have, breasts to feed the children. Yeah. I'm not saying it's only men. But I feel like a lot of the times it's piggyback off of like, just like, I don't know, like just some stuff that like women just have to deal with and go through that men don't necessarily have to experience. Like I said, like about like every single part, like our weight, the way, if we have our nails done, if we have our hair done, like we deal with so much more. And then especially when it comes to Black women and Black men, I feel like for those men who did not have their fathers in their life, they should just have even more respect for women and build women up even more, especially Black women. I don't know. My point is, I feel like women deserve more credit than what we get, because we go through a lot, and like, needless to say, we bring men into this world, and then in return, we just get a bunch of a bunch of BS all the time.
So I guess some of the things or positive attributes that I would say about Marquita is she's one of my most supportive friends that I have. I just was telling her, like, I don't feel like throughout my journey and my path, she's ever switched up. She's always just been a super understanding person. She's always willing to see another perspective. And I feel like she's a truth seeker. Like, she wants to get to the bottom of things. She wants to understand and learn as much as she can. And I also am just super excited to see her grow and journey and become the woman that she wants to become and wants to manifest the life that she is looking to manifest. Yeah, that's like the first thing that came to my mind. Anything else you want to add?
Well, I do want to add something, but first I will say thank you. And I feel like, that is something that like all of our, because I feel like we kind of said something along that lines for like everybody, like in the podcast today, like we kind of all we're just at that point where now, like, the things that we want, like we're actively like going after it. And I mean, I don't know to what extent like other people might let fear stop them from doing what they want to do, but I feel like in a general sense of like just us all trying to get to the point where, we can take care of ourselves. And that, that's what we have been doing. We've been taking care of our own shit. And so, I don't know. That's what I like about, our friends. I feel like at the end of the day, you might need to like talk to them about like a heartbreak, or maybe they're having problems at work or something with a friend. But at the end of the day, like we all just know that we all gonna be okay.
Yeah, definitely. It's just so nice to see us all just blossom and just become these beautiful flowers, because we've been through so many different things in our lives and we've experienced so many different challenges and had to overcome so much adversity, especially from where we live and like our upbringings and just trying to escape societal norms. And it's just so much that we've had to like fight against, and to see us just really become the women that we are, and just like, and even you, Marquita, like it's really just been great to just see you grow, and you'll hit me up about a book or something like that, and I just feel like, look at my best friend. But yeah, no, I'm just excited to see like where we all go and what we all bring into this existence, like for real.
Okay. Well, just real quick, while we're on the topic of me and you guys kind of just saw like my little clip, I just want to say like I am a very passionate person. I'm like the type of person, like I don't want to call myself like a know-it-all, but like I am someone that feels like, she knows it all. So a lot of the times like you'll see me like I'm getting heated, I'm whining either, like I'm just very like hot about like the discussion that we're having. But I just want to say like I'm not always right. So like, don't take it personal, like, but
Yeah. No, I feel like we all will have that moment where we're super passionate about the topic because it just hits home for us. So it's nothing really. That's what it's for, this podcast, for sure.
Yeah, but now we're gonna kind of move on to like some of the discussions that we had. So you guys can kind of just see like the conversation as it flows instead of just like little clips.
So really quickly, I just wanted to say this is the last disclaimer that Marquita or I will be giving you guys. We might get passionate, we might curse a little bit or say something that might seem offensive or something, and we don't try to do that intentionally. It's just that when we're talking about a specific topic and it just hits home, it might come off that way. So I don't want us to continuously give a disclaimer. Like I want it to flow. I want the topic to be felt because that's what we like, that's what we're passionate about. So that is like the last disclaimer that I'm going to give when it comes to that. And also just wanted to go into the topic, which is how are Black women displayed or portrayed in society?
Following the trend.
And the trend is Black women, by the way.
That's right.
So I don't know.
So
Anyway,
how do
go
y'all
ahead.
feel like Black women are portrayed in society? Like, how do y'all feel like,
Not good.
but why?
Aggressive, difficult.
Can I share a
Angry,
experience? Oh my God.
sexualized.
I'm about to share this experience. So I was working at LA one time, right? And I was working with, you know, fair skinned folks. And I think I had cursed at, I said, I was on the typing on my computer. I was like, fuck, I did something wrong. I said, fuck. And I got an email basically saying that, oh, you've been a little aggressive, you're cursing at the computer and all this and the third. And I was like, are you serious? Because I said fuck at the computer, like I'm aggressive now? That's so irritating. Like, is that not irritating? Like, I don't get the whole we're aggressive and we're like the aggressive part. I really need men to like decipher for me, because, and I wish we had a man on here, but it's not about them. But like, yo, I don't get the whole, why do we have to be looked at as aggressive because we hold our grounds, or we might, curse. I curse like a sailor, but you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't get that. I don't get. And what else did you say? What else were you saying that we get portrayed as? I missed the
I
last
was saying we're sexualized. We're like Sierra said, aggressive. We're portrayed as the angry Black women. I feel like it's a lot, but I feel like it stems from a long, like way back. Like, we have to understand that these stereotypes were put on us for a reason. Like, they were put on us to separate us, Black versus white, to make it known why Black women don't fit in with white culture. So no, I mean, I think that like, it's just like between and amongst Black women, we kind of just got to like build each other up. And
So yeah, I just feel like, us as women, we carry being a woman, and then you add the layer of being a Black woman, and it just feels like an additional responsibility. And it feels like in society, that's what we're looked at as. So, you get the aggressive, you get the strong, independent woman, you get all of this stuff. But when is it going to be the empowered woman, the brave and the fearless, the go-getter, the motivational, the inspiring, because we really be out here doing shit that, like, I can't even put it fully into words because we are so amazing, in my opinion. But in society, we're viewed as a problem. And I'm gonna let you know that we are not a problem. We are a fucking solution, okay? We provide the solutions. We provide we are the all, in my opinion. And, society just kind of waters us down and kind of takes away our beauty, and kind of takes away how we really should be feeling about ourselves and how we should be uplifting other women.
no, yeah, I definitely agree, and it is just what, that sense of just how strong Black women are. I mean, it just me like looking and reflecting on how I grew up and how, my mom was a single parent, and I know it wasn't easy. She had 2 kids right around the same age. She was a single parent for a while. And yeah, so like, just kind of seeing that, and like also understanding, like, I didn't know that I really struggled. I didn't know anything about struggle because that's not how my mom made it seem like I would have like, little like glimpses that I reflected on as an adult. And I was like, damn, like I wish I would have known. I probably wouldn't have went skating that weekend, but just seeing like how much Black mothers like give to their children, love on their children, try to make sure their children, have a life to where they can become better than whatever they had. And it's very inspiring, and it's just unfortunate that we do have to, you know, be seen as less as just like, that big butt or that girl that can dance. Oh, she must be good in bed, like also not as beautiful, which is insane. And like even our hair, I'm like, what? Like I didn't notice at first, like, but then when I did become like natural, like I didn't really know like, what type of hair I even had, because it was always straight. And my mother always had my hair straightened or like the perm. But like just to know like someone could not find like these natural curls like beautiful is beyond me, because they're so, they're different, like a lot of people have straight hair. Everybody has straight hair, but nobody has this hair. So
yeah. And it's beautiful, you know what I'm saying? We're beautiful. Our wide noses, our big lips, my big forehead, these features that we have as women, as Black women, they're beautiful, and it's nothing wrong with it. It's nothing that we should feel negatively about. And even to go back off of what Marquita was saying about the hair, I struggled with my hair. I didn't know what to do with my hair once I became fully natural. I hated it. I struggled so badly with it, but then I got to a point where I'm like, this is me. This is me in my authentic and rawest form, and I have to accept that. Like I literally have to accept that, because I never accepted it before. And once I became accepting of that, I started to love my hair more. Now, of course, I have my hair in a protective style, but that doesn't mean that if I take these braids out, I'm about to get a perm. No, my hair will be two-stranded twisted, in a two-strand twist, or in a something, like Marquita's, her hair looks beautiful. And she always has her hair out for the most part. Like, I don't know how many times I could say, like, I done seen this girl with a protective style. Like she literally most of the time always has her hair in its natural form. But
well, I've been loving on the whole protective styles lately. Like, I mean, this, like you said, it's a lot to manage. So, I mean, but it's nothing wrong, with the braids and the stuff, because that's also a part of our, our culture, right? Like, but for me, I think like the biggest thing with the perms and the straightened hair, there's nothing wrong with it. I'll probably get my hair straightened soon to get my ends clipped, but it was just like kind of like that sense of like trying to make ourselves like look more like, white people, Europeans, and that's just not who we are. And we kind of like, it was forced upon us because people were saying like, oh, we're not beautiful, so we tried to like become that, and we're playing with white Barbie dolls instead of the Black Barbie dolls. And I feel like once I finally went natural, I don't know, it's like, it all just came to me. It's like, why was I doing that like my whole life? Like, what's wrong with my hair? Nothing
that society makes us feel is wrong. Like, we are literally fucking beautiful in every way. So yeah.
All right, well, now we're going to be moving on to the next topic.
All right, this is a real
I'm
sidebar.
not gonna be happy with that though.
Sidebar. Do y'all feel like it's harder for women to date, or do you feel like it's easier for men? Like, do you feel like men have a greater selection than women? Marquita, Ikea.
I think men do, because there's a lot of single women out there. You know what I'm saying? And if like a man is single,
there's more men in the world than women.
I feel like, but men are.
Is it really?
I feel like so. But is they single though? Because a lot of men.
Still more men than
if women were the majority. Go ahead, Ikea. I'm gonna look it up.
I feel like a man, if it is more men, he can pick and choose from like 10 different women. Whereas a woman, she got 2 men to pick from. You know what I'm saying? So
and we're talking about someone
quality,
that
get nothing.
yeah,
Really.
yeah.
So
Some
a man, he has a whole bunch of options to choose from. A woman doesn't. But I mean, even if he, you know, decides to settle down, that's who he decides to settle down with. A woman is a little harder because, you know, we looking for extra stuff, looking for somebody to provide, somebody to take care of the kids, take care of the household, help pay the bills, protect us. Look for all the other stuff. And a guy, he just needs somebody to take care of the house.
All right, no. I was just about to ask. So I feel like in today's
bring what I bring. Like
no,
like
but
really,
the guys these days, they're very bougie. Like then, you know, they come in with our energy when it comes to dating. And I'm not saying that they shouldn't, but I'm saying I feel like they're more like, oh, she gotta have this, she gotta have that. If she don't, you know what I'm saying? You know, it's different these days. Like it's not the same. Like they want you to be
top. But they should though.
They should.
That's what we looking for.
Right. But I'm saying some of them
shouldn't be looking for that.
I ain't saying they shouldn't be looking at it. I'm just saying that
they just don't qualify.
They ain't where they should be.
I mean, I
it's
feel like what you're looking for,
do.
you should be able to bring. And if you can't bring it, you need to cross it off your list. So
like what y'all bring to the table? Brittany. What's up? What you bring to? I personally, what you bring here? You tell them. I'm bringing a house.
Yes,
girl. We have a whole house to the table. So if you know what I'm saying, I'm bringing more than to the table. I'm bringing the whole house. Brittany.
You bring it to the table.
Yeah,
I'm bringing the house. God damn.
Oh my gosh, we are not. So anyway, it's 49.2% males, 49.2. So there are more women in the U.S. specifically, but only by like 0.8%.
Wait, Marky, you got to say.
No, I really want to know what else.
No, I'm bringing. All right,
she bringing inches.
Yes, girl.
I'm bringing the house. I
got a good job.
I'm taking care. I will take care of the household. Like you know what I'm saying. I do what it is need to get the household complete. You know what I'm saying. Make you happy, make you satisfied, make you, you know what I'm saying, understand like what a house is, what a home is. I can fulfill that. Whatever you need. I will learn how to fulfill that. Even if I don't know how to do it, I will learn how to do it.
All right, girl, this is not eHarmony. Brittany, do you want to go?
Wait a minute, Brittany, go ahead. Go ahead, Brittany. Tell yourself, girl.
And you can reach me at Sandra.
Dropping that handle.
Oh God. Well, me personally, you know, I've been doing years and years and years.
You sound like a slave.
Of healing myself.
Yeah, there you go. The word healing.
You know, and you know, I'm just in a space where, you know, I don't want to heal these men anymore. I want someone that's as balanced as I try to be for myself, you know. And a big thing for me is I really be loving on myself. Like I be doing stuff for myself. I take myself out, you know. I make sure like once a month I do something like get a massage, self-care. You know, self-care. So that's important to me. So it got to be important to you, whoever you are out there waiting for a queen. Say no.
Stop. Like I realized you have to, you know what I'm saying? You have to make yourself happy before you can make somebody else happy.
This went from what do you bring to the table to like what your expectations are.
All right. What do I bring to the table? Okay, so I am financially stable.
Yes, girl. She's an accountant, so she can help you manage your money.
I do a lot of many different things. Honestly, like I just feel like I just do a lot. So, you know, it's not really nothing
so
that I can't.
Have time
they keep coming back. They keep coming back. Tell me.
Why we supposed to be selling and forget so right now? You not. You talking about you got a lot going on and you don't even know if a man fit in right now.
No, a man does fit in. I will make the time for the right person. Period.
You got your life.
I don't know, let it girl snatches. Earth friendly.
Right here.
Yes. What's I about to say?
I don't even know how to light up.
Well, I'm not looking, and neither is Sierra, so I'm not trying to speak for you. But
There you go.
anything that I brought to the table in the past, I'm not bringing it to the table in the future. So,
Ooh,
Damn.
what happened? Hold on, wait. All right, before we go to what
No,
happened,
after
can
you
we
always
go to
gonna get somebody
Sierra?
business.
No, like let's go through everybody before we go to the next topic.
What? I'm not telling myself.
that's what I'm saying. Like, we're not looking. So, I mean, I don't.
I wouldn't necessarily say I'm.
What do I bring to a table? I'm a fucking lot. Like a whole fucking lot. Like I do have a good job. I am like pretty stable, kind of organized. I manage my money well, but I'm a fucking lot. So that's all
I'm
I
a
can
lot
say
too,
about that.
guys.
Whole fucking lot. Not even worth the headache.
I'm worth the headache.
Maybe a little bit. I mean,
I'm worth the headache. You know, I'm reasonable. I'm understanding.
sometimes.
I feel like, you know, I try to give people the benefit of the doubt. And then when they cross me, you know, then it becomes something else. I feel like I'm pretty trustworthy and honest and communicative. Is that how you say it?
You're supportive.
And supportive.
You're a big cheerleader.
I
You
am
are
a big
good.
cheerleader.
I'm not gonna lie, but has that helped you?
Huh?
You doing all that? Has that helped you in your
Because
relationship?
you're more like a giver in her relationships.
Right.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying?
All right.
So you gotta know when to fall
So
back.
givers attract more like takers, and you know they can't really give what you give.
Exactly.
Unfortunately, I don't think I'm a giver. I think I'm one of the takers.
As long as you know,
No.
awareness is key.
I'm gonna give
No,
I'll get
but
that. I get that.
but I am. So I had to like. It's not in my natural. I feel like instincts to like give. So like I had to like actually talk to myself. Okay, what you do for him today? What you gonna do for him tomorrow? What you gonna do? And it's a constant like talking to myself. And
Oh, that's good. That's growth. That's growth.
Yeah.
I get that. I'm definitely a giver. I don't care to take anything as long as you do the bare minimum. I'm good for that.
No, fuck the bare minimum.
when have a bare minimum ever been?
Okay, so I just wanted to briefly like touch on this topic really quick, because I didn't share personally what I brought to the table. And that's really because like, I don't know, like I'm at this point, like I have a disinterest in like relationships. And so, it's not like because I'm bitter or I got my heart broken or anything. Y'all were saying like givers attract, takers and vice versa. And I'm not saying that the people that I dated in the past were like overly selfish. I'm just saying because I gave so much, it kind of turned from not me treating you like you're special to something that you're used to me doing, so now is expected of me. And so I always have to be that perfect girlfriend. Like I don't have room to just be a human. I don't have room to have a bad day. If I don't want to talk about this crazy ass problem that you have because I'm dealing with my own issues, it's kind of like I'm not supportive. It's like you kind of lose when you're in a relationship, you lose a sense of yourself where you kind of have to be a lot selfless. And that can, if you're not taking care of yourself in a relationship and putting yourself first at all, you lose yourself, and now you have to deal with, like whatever emotions come with that, so like that's why I said I'm not bringing anything in the future. I didn't really mean it like necessarily. I just think like in the future, like we're going to establish some guidelines, like we can, like let's make a contract of like what the expectations are, because I don't want to ever I'm serious though, like I really don't want to ever get to that point again in a relationship where I did my best, but then when I try to just be a regular human, an imperfect human, somebody have a problem, like the other person in a relationship, they start having problems, and just because of that one bad habit, like for me, I would say I'm very impatient. My impatience is such a big problem now that everything else I do is just overlooked because no, I'm impatient. I don't want to hear about your 3-hour experience at work, So I don't know. I just feel like in relationships, when you're giving, you have to be careful how much you give because people will take it for granted when they see that you're so willing to do it.
Hell yeah, especially women. We take that role of being that person that's so reliable all the time. I mean, not to dig at men, but we are the more reliable species.
Yeah, and I was gonna say that earlier too. Like we are
It's
just
really a
so
fact.
like reliable. Like we just do a lot, like we do a lot. Like we're not, I don't know, but I don't want to go too far into it.
Yeah.
But yeah, so now we're on to the next topic. I want to talk about like, does anybody have any women that inspire them?
That's really, you have any? My mom. That's the only woman I'm inspired by. Only because she's my mom.
That's
You know what I'm
it.
saying? Yeah, like you know what I'm saying. At the end of the day, you see day in, day out what a Black woman goes through when you look at your mother. So you know what I'm
It
saying?
depends. Some people have different relationships.
Yeah, I feel you. But I saw what my mother went through. To take care of kids and by herself. Working. So you know what I'm saying. I'm inspired by my mom.
That's beautiful.
I would say my mom. I would say my mom, my grandma. I mean, all the Black women in my life that are close to me. Definitely inspired by. And Issa Rae, I love her.
Oh yes, Issa
She
Rae.
is like magic.
Oh yeah, she cool.
Well, certainly.
She cool. I love her.
Just like any Black women that are doing stuff for their community, that are just, uplifting other women and not tearing down others in the process. I feel like they deserve, the champion, the hero, whatever reward or recognition. That's what they deserve, because when we constantly being made out to be a certain type of way and all this and the third, it's just nice to see women just represent us in a positive light. So some women that inspire me, I would definitely say, honestly, I'm just inspired by anyone that is doing similar things that I'm doing. Like, I'm inspired by all of my friends. I'm inspired by other writers and authors, um, like Maya Angelou, Toni Morrison, many other women that have been just pioneers in this world. I'm inspired by, like, Ikea and Sierra were kind of mentioning the women in their lives that were kind of a part of their upbringing, their moms. I'm inspired by my grandmother. She was like my rock. She was kind of like what I mentioned earlier. She was kind of everything for me. And I kind of just watched her, and she was just this giving person, really just super dependable, and just the biggest golden heart. Like, I just carried that on just from being around her, being her essence, just, embodying who she is. And I think I'm kind of inspired by what I feel like my mom wasn't necessarily to me as a mom. I'm inspired by that experience because it taught me what to be and what to embody and what to model, in a sense. And yeah, I think that's what really, like, the women that inspire me. I just I pull inspiration from everywhere.
Cool. Okay, well, kind of like in the same sense, like the way that I get inspired by people is really just depending on like what are people doing and something that I'm passionate about. So like for me, it's really just kind of like I'm studying psychology. And when I first decided to go ahead and take the route of psychology, it was really because I started to realize like certain emotions that I didn't understand, you know what I mean? Because I wasn't raised in a family where emotions was necessarily something that we talked about. So I started studying psychology and really, you know, kind of started liking it. And then I see like Taraji, she is this advocate for mental health now. And, you know, she's very popular in the Black community. So I think it's very important that she is like, you know, speaking up about it and kind of like normalizing it for us so that, you know, we can start talking about it, or even, you know, if it's not with a therapist, like to each other, and we can start to heal as, you know, a race. And another person that inspires me is Dr. Venus. I just recently started seeing her stuff kind of like off of Amazon. That's where I first like met who she was, I guess. And yeah, she's actually from Baltimore, and she was wealthy. You know, she was, I won't say wealthy, but she had a lot of money. She was rich. And with that, like, came all the mental health issues and unhappiness, even though she, you know, could get anything that she wanted materialistically. And she kind of just like came out, and she's like all over Instagram, like sharing her story. I believe she has like a whole documentary that she either is finished with or still working on. Yeah, so I just found that very inspiring, kind of like, because even that sense, like we all strive for like success and to make the most money, but if you're not going to be happy at your place of work, then it's not really worth it, and it's just a waste of a life, if you ask me. And then finally, for inspiration, outside of the parental unit that raised me, I would say all of the Black women on YouTube. I watch them a lot. Like, they're traveling the world. They're doing, you know, hair care. They're doing skincare. And I feel like I've become inspired by that because, you know, my hair journey, my skin journey, it's been a long journey. And I get to watch videos now where I can kind of see like products that work for someone with hair like me and someone with skin like me. And so I just thought, you know, it was very kind of them to share that information, because, you know, a lot of people, even with hair, like, you want box braids, they charging you like 200, 300, 400, however much money they want to charge you. But then you just go on YouTube and somebody's just telling you like, look, like, that's expensive. Like, let me show you how to do it real quick.
Yeah.
And so yeah, I mean, that's women that, you know, outside of like my family, like I was saying earlier. But yeah, I would say like my mom, like, I am inspired by her. I wouldn't say I necessarily agree with like all of my mom's like parenting techniques, but, you know, she was a single mom. She was, you know, she had me at 26, you know, so she was pretty young, figuring out her own life, figuring out who she wants to be. And now she has 2 kids she got to take care of. And just like, just seeing her drive to like survive, I guess, like, she always did what she had to do. And, you know, like, that's kind of like, you know, how I want to be. Like, my mom's also very creative, so like I feel like that's something that I also got from her. Like, I love like arts and craft and like painting and writing and all that shit. So yeah, like, I definitely do feel inspired by my mom in that sense. And that's it. And so we're gonna go on to our final topic, unless you have something to say, Brittany, to add.
No, I don't have anything to add. I think there's one topic we didn't talk about, and it's a little heavier. And that is something that an experience from our adolescence that has helped us become the women that we are. And we can close it on that.
Okay.
I can start.
What's the years?
Or just a young
13,
adult,
17.
young women. Young.
I know we didn't have much when I was a child, so we didn't have nothing. Like, and I didn't realize we didn't have nothing because Baltimore is like everybody don't have nothing, so you fit right in. You know what I'm saying? So it's not what you don't have. You know what I'm saying? It's like how you compare to other people in your neighborhood, and everybody didn't have nothing. So I didn't care for that until I got older. Then I realized we was living crazy. Like, we was living real ratchet, and I didn't realize that. So, you know what I'm saying? My childhood, it was fun. I loved it. But then I realized like how I was living. My living situation was really crazy. So that's what made me want to work hard and just get out of that.
And that's beautiful because I mean, once you like a lot of people don't get that motivation. You know, a lot of people go the opposite way and just kind of contribute to the mess that we already have. So, I mean, I think that's good that you kind of like use that as motivation to get your stuff together.
Mhm.
Oh, well, I think as a child, I feel like I was surrounded by like negative talk towards me and being bullied and stuff like that. And I feel like, you know, because I didn't have someone constantly lifting me up with words at the time, like that kind of shaped into me kind of uplifting myself and giving those, filling myself up with those words and filling myself up with self-love, because I didn't have that. And I used to feel so negatively about myself. Like I used to hate myself. I used to feel like I was so ugly and so like pitiful. And, you know, I used to like feel like the only way that I could, what's the word? Like validate myself is through a man or a boy at the time, I guess. So like being an adult now, you know, that's why I just try to pride myself in, you know, just self-care and loving on myself and, you know, just being that for me now. And yeah, I think that's like the biggest thing for me.
Alrighty.
There we go. I think not speaking up for myself. I think a lot of things that happened when I was younger, I just kind of went with because I didn't want to say, I don't like this, or I don't want to do this, or I don't. And I made a lot of like, I'm not going to say bad decisions, but just decisions that I wouldn't make now because I didn't say, like, this is not okay and I don't want this. So, I mean, now it's like as an adult or as a woman, I feel like anything that I don't feel it, I'm not comfortable with, or if it's something I don't want to do, it's just like, I'm just not going to do it. Because, I mean, that's big to be confident and stand up for yourself and speak up.
Okay. Sorry, I was trying to figure out how to respond to Brittany and Sierra, but well, for me, I think it was me leaving home. I was at like a point in my life where like I was so lost. I had two parents at that time who were willing to take care of me really for the rest of my life. But I didn't know who I was. I didn't know what I wanted to do. I was in college paying for it, but I was never going to school. And, you know, y'all already know what I was doing. But I was just basically out here in these streets and I didn't know who the hell I wanted to be. And my parents just kept giving me like everything. If I need money, if I need to go to work, I was going to work with my mom. And I needed to find my own life because I didn't want my parents to, you know, continually take care of me. And so like me leaving, like I had to go through hella shit. Like I had to go through so much to get to where I am right now. Kind of like how Ikea was talking about, you know, just having that motivation to just like do something for yourself and not kind of like falling into like what everyone else around you is doing.
So I really hope that this podcast episode today was really something that was uplifting and
You're good.
empowering for women to kind of just get that conversation going for other women and for us to look for counsel and guidance from women and continue to uplift each other. And, you know, like, let's just keep the positive vibes when it comes with surrounding women. Let's keep that energy good. Let's ignore and zone out all of the negativity that we might receive from society, from men, from anyone that wants to continue to pile on us the heavy load that we are already carrying. And that's, you know, that's really all I have to say about that. You want to add anything?
I mean, I definitely agree. Like, I do feel like, you know, women are getting a lot better and like supporting each other and maybe even, you know, we're getting more support from the opposite sex, you know, but I think like definitely, you know, in the past, like it used to be so bad. Like we used to just hate on each other, right? We used to hate on each other's craft. We used to hate on each other's look, who the other person was dating. And it was like a lot of hate amongst women, especially from my experience growing up as, you know, a 18, 19-year-old in Baltimore. So I like to see, you know, the sharing the stories and spreading the love to each other, saying congratulations, you know, because that's the only way, you know, we're going to get further is if we believe we can do it. So by supporting each other and saying you got this, like, is more beautiful than anything when it comes to, you know, women interacting with one another. And so yeah, I do want to like also add before we end, like we're going to be doing stuff like this all the time. So if you just so happen to be watching this and you ever feel like you would like to be a guest, please, you know, just hit us up on Instagram, comment below. And yeah, we're definitely always looking for more people to join in on these conversations that we're having.
And we'll drop our email in the description so that you guys can email us or however you feel like you want to get in contact with us. And that has been episode number 3 of the exPEERience podcast. That's all, folks.